Hey, what's happening, guys? Just giving you guys a sales update. So, not nearly as good as yesterday. I think yesterday was just the demand was just pent up, and ended up with almost 9,500 yesterday. Today, I'm almost at 6,000 sales for the day, which is still amazing. Um, really good. Still gonna make a ton today, and it's really just a blessing. And I'm excited. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me questions about various things. Um, yeah, so you know, start doing some more videos on product research, just to give you guys kind of an insight on how I find stuff. Give you guys a heads up. I did pretty much learn my stuff from Paul, from doing research on my own videos. You know, um, this isn't something a lot of people are, they're worried, they're scared, they're going to lose money. Yeah, I felt the same way, but, you know, nothing's guaranteed in life. It can be scary, but, you know, for me, what's the alternative? I think about it this way: what's the worst that can happen? I mean, I lose money, okay? Money comes and goes. I'm not suggesting you go out and lose 10 grand or something like that. I started with a meager amount. It wasn't a lot. I started with 200 units. I started with, a few $1,000s, and I didn't really have that money. I used credit. So, for those of you thinking, I just have a ton of money to blow and, um, I have all these thousands of dollars to um, spend on these products, think again. It's credit, and it's calculated risk. It's not just like I've been doing this for over a year, and I've dedicated a good portion of my life to this. Um, so yeah, don't. It's not easy. It's not, but um, it's a huge opportunity still. I can make as much potentially in this month. I can make more than I make in half the year, in a month or less, maybe even in a couple weeks. I just don't know where the market's going to turn. Um, or who knows? Anything can happen. But yeah, you can't be scared. If you guys really want to get out of your 9 to 5, very few sellers do it. I'm not saying this to discourage you. I'm telling you, I think it's, and don't quote me on this, but I think it's 0.06 percent of Amazon sellers like make it to $1 million status. And I don't know how much you need to live on. I can probably live on, well, I know I can live on 40, 50 grand a year. Um, my cost of living is not outrageous where I live, but for some of you, that might not be even an option. I have a ton of debt. I have a ton of loans. I have school loans. I have mortgage. I have kids. I have expenses. It's not like I don't have those things. Um, I'm taking a risk because I want to do something for myself. I want to create a business. I want to create a brand, and I've been determined to do that, and I've worked my ass off to do it, and it wasn't given to me. But I am truly blessed, and I did, some things happened at the right time. There's no question that luck has something to do with what's going on right now, but I had successful products before this pandemic. It just wasn't selling as fast. Doesn't mean that I wasn't successful before this. Um, it's just accelerating my success so I can launch other things and get to where I'm going faster. So it's been a true blessing. But don't think for a second it's easy. Nothing's guaranteed. Could you lose money? Yeah. Um, what would be, somebody asked me what could be considered a failed product? Um, Not making money. You might not make money on your first shipment, and that's not unusual, but if you're not selling and that thing's been sitting there for months, it's either you're not doing good PPC, or you don't have good pictures, or um, you don't have something, you don't have a good product, maybe. There's a lot of things it could be. Maybe you're in too competitive of a market. Maybe a lot of things. So how do you determine if your product's failed? It's not selling. It's sitting there for months. That's how. That means you either didn't do the right product, the right differentiation, or you didn't do your PPC properly, or you didn't have enough margin. There's a lot of reasons. So yeah, I've had multiple failed products, but I've also had the last two ones I've launched have been very successful. I feel extremely confident. Hopefully not overconfident about the two I'm about to launch. Excuse me. One's just a color variation. I have a couple things, but I've also added in some different things. So hopefully, um, you know, I'm launching some new products here. Hopefully they'll take off and they'll do well. I feel very confident about my PPC now, although it's hard to explain. It's kind of like an art. I tell people that and they think I'm nuts, but if you've ever sat there and messed with PPC and figured out your sales, you got to tweak this, tweak that. It takes months to learn. It's not something I feel like you can just learn. I have taken the basics down and I've watched a ton of videos on it, but you have to know PPC well if you're going to succeed in this game. It's not all about the product. It's about PPC. It's about quite a few things. You have to know your stuff and you have to dedicate yourself. You got to love to do this. This isn't like you just wake up and you're instantly successful and you're making all this passive income. I mean, that's the dream, right? Right now, yeah, it's passive. Like I'm making money, not doing much, but behind the scenes, I'm working all the time. Like I am constantly working. If it's not on that product, I'm working on something. Um, so it's not very passive in that respect. Could I just do nothing and make some money? Yeah. But if you want to grow and you want to get bigger, you've got to keep moving. You can't just be passive. You can't be complacent. You're not going to get to where you're going by doing that. And you can watch all the videos in the world. You can watch every success story or failure. You can watch every research. You can watch everything. And I'm not suggesting you don't research because you need to, but you can watch everything out there. And until you do it, you're not going to know. And you're going to ask questions and you're going to be worried about it. If you're going to have paralysis by analysis, don't do it then. Just don't, because you need to get up off your butt and actually do it. Stop messing around. Stop waiting. I had a sense of urgency, and I had a sense of urgency from the moment I started this. I felt like I wanted to, and I think that is the reason some of my products failed, because I was in a rush. But I learned quickly, and it's okay, I failed, but I didn't fail because I learned, and I learned from my mistakes, and I got better. So I'm thinking the next two products I'm about to launch are going to be successful. I think they are. The two I have now are successful, so I think I could launch another 3 or 4 in a row that could be successful. But sometimes things happen, quality or something happens. You don't think about. A lot of people are getting suspended right now for having essential products if they have the word soap in them or something crazy, which is nuts, really. So anything can happen. I just want to motivate you guys and tell you can do it. You just got to believe it, man. You got to do it. Ladies, too. I call everybody guys. But look, you got to do it. You can't just sit there on your butt and just watch other people. If you really want to do this, then do it. Don't let anybody stop you. Could you lose money? Could you fail? Yeah. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Everybody knows that. So, yeah. I hope you guys are getting something from this. If you guys have questions, I'll answer them. I mean, if I can. It's not always. I gotta stop saying in my videos. I know that. I've noticed that. So if you guys want to be successful, think about an area that you want to get into. I think that's a start. And do some product research. Get Jungle Scout or get Helium 10 and do product research. Figure out what you want to do. Figure out something that you would want to buy. Something that has good quality. Something that has great packaging. Think about something that you would be into and go for it. You're not going to know until you do the numbers and you find something that you really think will sell, and then you get on with Alibaba and you get stuff set up. Watch videos. There's plenty of videos out there showing you how to do this. It's not a secret. Don't be worried about it. You'll figure it out as you go. There's plenty of things I didn't know how to do when I started that I figured out as I went. So I know you guys can do it. I want you guys to be successful too. So if you guys have any questions or if you don't mind liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate that. But I know you guys can do it too. If you guys have questions, I'll try to help you out with it, or maybe I can make a video about it if you guys have anything in particular. God bless, guys. Sales are doing great. So that's combined, probably going to be around 14 to 15,000 for 2 days, 2 days straight, combined. Not each day. So truly blessed, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. God bless.